All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 36, Goff for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Now it's gone. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Mariota. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Mariota. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On second and 11 now. Goff into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's Dorsett.
We got this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's baby out.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run with Spiller, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a toss to Spiller. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fourth down, Mariota. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They didn't try and reinvent the wheel there on 4th down. Pretty simple play call, pretty effective.
Pretty much a big boy play. Going to a big guy on that route in order to pick up the first down. I think they're just thinking to themselves, who's going to be able to stop him at that size in this situation?
They couldn't stop him there, picking up the first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Strip that ball. 58, boys. 58. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Bravo! Right over there. Yeah.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Third and long here for Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Tre'Quan Smith, 76 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
58 Here we go. Charlie. 58, Mike.
Now Spiller. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here comes the boom.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 24, Goff. He's got Smith here. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is gone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And no pitch there, and no chance either. As he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Keep it up. One. Right, 59.
Mariota to throw it this time. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Set the tone.
1st down, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Check 43. Two. Check mark 27. Check.
Now gone. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mariota dumps it off to Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Goff. Caught by Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. Touchdown, 49ers. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on second and long. Mariota complete to Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Right back to him on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again, Mariota. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On first down, it's gone. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen.
Goff's pass complete to Keenan Allen. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a 5-yard game, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the 49ers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, They will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.